just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big shift, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play here for Buffalo.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Allen. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Buccaneers, nothing. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Brady getting it out wide here to Bernard. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that win.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st down, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this. But I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And they can't bring him down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a second down and 6. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
These two teams all tied after 1. Only needing 2 yards on second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Brady. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Brady to throw again. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try now for Succop. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Allen. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Levante David gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit? I would anticipate the defense making some changes,
but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Brady now on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady going to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Not much there, only a yard.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5. Brady now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Succop's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Throwing is Brady on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play here for Buffalo. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
On first down, Singletary, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Brady now on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll run it here with Bernard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, check, lucky. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Word.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike 18. Here we go.
To throw is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Buffalo. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Mike Evans has been an elite receiver for some time now. And part of that, Charles, certainly what he can do once the ball is in his hands.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, it's McKenzie. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now Allen. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Succop's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Succop for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen to throw once more. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a 2-point conversion. It's complete, and they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. The 20, 10, touchdown Bills. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. Here's Allen. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw, Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited time.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.